Everybody these days knows about Ricky Gervais. He's quite a legend, especially from his Golden Globe monologues and Golden Globe hosting, where he did the roasting of celebrities you never thought would ever happen on such a stage. People feeling awkward from him and all that sort. But Ricky Gervais made a mark even before such or said event. Ricky Gervais, this is a short dive into him and why he translates better into TV and not movies. Ricky Gervais graduated from the University of London studying psychology, which I believe sort of helped him understand his own sense of humor and deliver, jokes that would attack someone else's sense of humor in a good way, of course, where they find him funny. He started a band for a bit and even had a hit song, and later joined XFM in 1996, where he met the man Stephen Merchant, who he would collaborate with for a long period of time, and successfully so. He then hosted a talk show called Meet Ricky Gervais, and then came his absolute big break into complete superstardom, in my opinion. At least this is where I heard of Ricky Gervais the first time, The Office in 2001. This was also made by Ricky Gervais and Stephen Merchant. This followed the fictional life or a fictional company, Wernham Hogg, a paper company, which, followed the life of David Brent and a few other people. David Brent was a delusional fellow. He was delusional about his capabilities in terms of management, and he was delusional in terms of his capability in being an entertainer, which he was absolutely offensive, but he thought he was an absolute genius in that regard. This show was quite successful, spanning over 2 seasons, 12 episodes, and a Christmas special. This was so good and it got so much or so many good eyes that they made an adaptation of The Office in US, and we all know that particular show in the United States. The United States adaptation was so famous that it went on for a long time, made Steve Carell's career to what it was or what it is today, and it was a bang of a show. To this day, a large number of people see the reruns of it, and a large number of people see this show again and again and again on Netflix. He then came on the show called The Extras, and it was quite good. He won an award for it. He toured a lot after that. He did a lot of stand-up comedy, which he does to this day. Then he started, which I believe is another banger in my personal opinion, in my personal liking towards Ricky Gervais, is the Ricky Gervais podcast, the Ricky Gervais show with Carl Pilkington, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, and Stephen Merchant, where they made so much fun of Carl Pilkington. One could say it's mean, but Carl Pilkington, he did have very different opinions. Some might say they are quite apt, some might say they are quite cynical, but I'll say that it makes for quite a funny show where, Ricky Gervais and Stephen Merchant pick on Carl. I know sometimes it can be insensitive, but it was quite funny, and I did see a lot of it or hear a lot of it while trying to sleep back in the day, and it was quite fun. He had more TV shows and many Netflix shows recently, and he also was in many movies, and his career spanned a long time, but I won't cover all of that. I'll cover the fact that why he is so much more successful in TV shows than he is in movies. That's what's the main point of this video. So let's get on to it. I'll give you the points as to why I feel Ricky Gervais has more of a stranglehold in the success of TV shows than in movies, which have not done that well, which starred him. So let's get on with the first few points. First point being the character depth. Now Ricky Gervais has this option in TV shows where it is spaced out longer. There'll be so much more room for character development, so he can take his time, right as per that, and explore the comedic scenarios, explore the emotional scenarios, and he was more comfortable in doing that as per the results that I can see. So he has that position in character depth. The unique style, this is where Ricky Gervais absolutely shone. He was, well, probably to my knowledge, one of the first people to use a mock documentary style in his sitcoms, which showed so much rawness, which showed so much realness, which made it seem like it was actually happening. And in those days, well, at least from my exposure, it was very innovative. You could tap into the realness and make it seem absolutely real while giving the sitcom-esque awkwardness and the sitcom-esque comedic dramaness, and it made for an absolute compelling viewing. And this is where he shone with his TV shows. Also with his TV shows, he had absolutely great collaboration in the form of Stephen Merchant, where they both put their genius minds together, comedic genius minds together, and gave an absolute brilliant product for us to use or for us to view. It was amazing, the collaboration, and it shines in their podcast as well, where they're so much alike, where they're so much in tune with each other, picking on Carl. But even in their writing, they are the yin to the yang, in those days at least, with that particular product, and it was amazing. TV also allows a controlled environment where there are pacing and timings, and this allowed Ricky Gervais to have that formula to deliver the punchline, deliver the jokes absolutely wonderfully well. Now, in contrast, I beg your pardon, with his movies, there were criticism that he had an inconsistent tone, in the sense his movies were not consistent with their comedic value. He had higher expectations, which is another point. And since movies don't have that much leeway to character develop, there was lack of character development in his movies, which, well, spelled trouble for him. So these were the points. This was the video discussing Ricky Gervais. In my opinion, Ricky Gervais is pretty funny, very, very good host, in the sense he made the entire Hollywood feel awkward during those nights, which was made for an absolutely hilarious viewing. And thank you so much for watching this video. May Ricky Gervais make even better TV shows and movies from now, which he did with The Office. Thank you so much for viewing. Like, share, subscribe, comment, all for the algorithm, because it takes a lot to get this video out there. Thank you so much.